Yeah. All right, anyway, I'm back. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. All hail the king. The smithereens getting us started, and I am ready to go. Welcome, welcome, everyone, back to Clemville. Today is a great day. I tell you, it started early. Once again, I woke up. I thanked the Lord. I said, Lord, thank you. Thank you. It's good to be up and alive. I know heaven's great, but, this is almost, we still got pizza down here, so I'm not ready yet. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you. And I got up. I did my exercise. Today was back day. Again, I'm not going for size. I'm just going for less flab. I want less jiggle around that back, under the armpits, I don't want to have that like 4 pounds of sludge hanging off under my armpits. So we're working a little back this morning. Played with the dogs. Always love playing with the dogs early in the day. They just bring you happiness. I mean, a dog knows how to bring you happiness, unless they obviously poop on the carpet, pee on the carpet. I'm saying, like, sometimes, it's not just pure happiness, but this morning it was. Then I got a call from a listener. She wanted to know the contact person, the point of contact for the gentleman who was on about a year ago. His son took his life. No, he didn't take his life. He overdosed. And this gentleman, Steve Clement, I'm Clemente, he's Clement. Steve Clement he had a vision of opening up Rockland recovery houses for men and women. And true to his vision, it came through, the Rockland Recovery House for women. I'm not sure if that's the official name, but this person wanted that contact, and I didn't have it. I didn't know I forgot his last name, so I couldn't pull it up. I just did the chimney inspection over there. So I drove all the way up there before my day. I drove all the way up there, figured I'd do a good deed. Got the number, called her up, gave her the number, and hopefully it worked out. The actual place was up and running. I saw a car in the driveway. I figured it was Steve inside working. I went there about a month ago to do the inspection. They weren't completely done and up and running yet. No one was living there. And today there was 3 lovely ladies there who are actually proof in the pudding. They're trying to get their life back off of drugs or whatever their addiction may be, and trying to do the right thing, which is not easy. And they're surrounded by other people going through the same stuff, and a caring support system. So it was really nice to see that and just start my day feeling like I did something good, besides make my bed. Always making the bed. So today, talk about doing something good. I am very excited today. We have a great interview at 4:20. Now, I myself try to do good things, as many as I can do, because I believe the more good you do, the more comes back to you. I've learned that secret. So I am very honored to talk to Dr. Jamel Patterson and Pastor John Netu, both with the Agino Foundation. The Agino Foundation, like I said, it provides water, clean water, to a lot of places over in Africa, and they do so much more. They have an event coming up this weekend that we'll talk about. I'm very excited for that. So at 4:20, we'll talk about all the good that they're doing with the Agino Foundation. Kevin, how are you feeling today, buddy?
I'm feeling good. We got some nice weather outside, and it's another day doing what I love to do. So it's definitely a good thing.
Absolutely. Kevin and I today, listen, I got to applaud the small victories. You know what I'm saying? When you do something like I had in my mind, I said last week, I got to get this ADP stuff done. I'm on the road. It's hard to call people. It's hard to, when I'm in the customer mode, my head is in customer mode, work mode. And all of a sudden I got to make a business phone call. It's just, I don't operate like that. So, hey, what's up? Tom checking in, John checking in, all hail, all hail. So I had it set that today we were going to get ADP all situated, all done, and we did it. I was very happy, Kev. Great job. We got the file cabinet just about wrapped up. So, it's the small victories. I think tonight, last night I went out for a steak. I was going to say I'll go out for a steak dinner tonight just to applaud the small thing. It's not like, you don't have to just applaud the finish line. It's the small victories, the small steps. You pat yourself on the back. You know what I'm saying? Applaud yourself. Make sure you commend yourself on a job well done. Oliver checking in. All hail. We'll hear from him tomorrow, 4:20 as we pick. Now, we're not going to be every week. We're going to just pick. We're going to have our Jets pick, our Giants pick, obviously our Cowboy pick, and we're going to do a couple of games of the week. We're not going to be picking every single game. Tune in for that tomorrow, and then back again on Monday for the football recap. All hail. Yes. Wow, oh God, I'm telling you, I'm feeling good. I just had lunch over at Grub. Wari does a fantastic job over at Grub. For those of you locally here in Rockland County and driving distance, I consider anything like good food driving distance 5 hours. Like I'll drive 5 hours for something good. If someone posts a picture on Facebook and it looks good, I will then say, where did you get that? And then they'll say, oh, look, I got it here. I'll type it. All right, 4.5 hours. Good, I'm there. Like, I'll put that on, I'll go there. I'm not driving 8 hours for, a cheesesteak. Well, maybe. It depends how I'm feeling. But anyway, oh, God, I'm all over. I'm bouncing all over. Tomorrow, 8:30. Yes.
Pete, real quick,
yes.
I just want to give a shout-out to NBC News New York for the following headline. Gisele Bündchen candidly revealed the sacrifices she has made for her husband Tom Brady, who lost 2 Super Bowls to the New York Giants.
Wait.
I love that headline.
I know. Must be a Giant fan.
Yeah.
No doubt. John checking in from Philly, Pennsylvania. Actually, good food is where it's at for sure. Listen, that is a sentiment that I repeat often. I love good food. There's nothing for me like good food. I mean, food is food, right? Food is food, but good food is better than food. Just good food. It's great. I love good food. I'd rather pay more for good food than, and again, listen, I grew up eating tuna mac. That was like the staple in our house, tuna mac. I mean, my mom was making, anything with ground beef, meatballs, burgers, a meatloaf. And she'd stuff that meatloaf with anything that was old, I mean, you'd find a hard-boiled egg in there. You'd find a freaking rotten tomato, freaking old piece of bologna and stuffed in that meatloaf. So, I mean, I'm making up for lost time. I got it. I love good food. Friday night and Saturday night, I'm looking forward to devouring good food. All hail good food. All right, we're going to take a quick break. It's commercial time. Time to pay the bills. That's what we do best. And if you want to advertise, reach out to Pete at WRCR.com. Advertisers jumping on board, morning show, afternoon drive, all throughout the day. Join them, all right? They know where to advertise. We'll be right back. Woo!
Hudson Valley News, informative programs, and your favorite music. We're Radio Unscripted, AM 1700, WRCR, and WRCR.com.
We all want to live healthier lives and make good decisions. Join me, Carrie Potter, on the second Thursday of each month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, a health series brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Each show will feature a different health topic and specialist. Your calls and questions are welcome. That's the second Thursday of the month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Advancing care here.
Hi, I'm Claire Sheridan from the Historical Society of Rockland County. Tune in to the next Crossroads of Rockland History on Monday, September 19th, right after the morning show, when we'll turn our attention to the life and legacy of actor Burgess Meredith, the 30-year resident of Pomona, right here in Rockland County. Meredith's son, Jonathan Meredith, will join me to share his memories of his father and his father's eclectic group of creative friends and neighbors, including Maxwell Anderson, Alan J. Lerner, and others. I hope you'll tune in. That's Monday, September 19th at 9:30 a.m., right here on WRCR. Crossroads of Rockland History is a program of the Historical Society of Rockland County. Learn more about upcoming events and programs, including the dedication of the literary landmark at the home of Charles MacArthur and Helen Hayes in Nyack, by visiting our website at rocklandhistory.org or call us at 845-634 844-9629. That's rocklandhistory.org or 845-634-9629.
You just heard that message, right? Well, someone, somewhere, is calling them up right now or planning to. Why not become them? Click on WRCR.com to make you them.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
We've got reports of a vehicle on fire here on the Hutchinson River Parkway southbound near East 3rd Street. Southbound Hutch at East 3rd in Pillow Manor, coming down from Mount Vernon, south of the Cross County. Despite the car fire on the southbound side, though, I see heavier northbound traffic from Route 1 up to the Cross County. And the Cross County really, really heavy today. Westbound from just after the Bronx River Parkway all the way onto the southbound Sawmill. And also the eastbound side from the Thruway over toward the Hutchinson River Parkway. That's all afternoon traffic that is building on the Cross County. Also on 287, I've got heavy westbound traffic through White Plains, but the tap still looks pretty good heading into Rockland. Traffic sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than the big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for blinds. Shop today and save big. Blindster.com. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather. For tonight, mostly clear with a low around 58 degrees. For Thursday, sunny with a high near 73 degrees. Beautiful day. For Thursday night, clear with a low around 50 degrees. It'll be pretty low that night. Friday, sunny with a high near 76 degrees. Saturday, sunny with a high near 84. And then sunny with a high near 85 degrees on Sunday. Even Monday looking like the mid-80s to start off the week, and sunny. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website.
I love that tune. I love that tune, Danny's song. The great Loggins and Messina. Are they still jamming, Kev? I know they were out not too, like, are they still out touring at all? Kev? Hello? You must be going to the bed. You know, listen, nature calls. You got to answer. I mean, you can't leave nature hanging. I mean, you have some crusty draws, no doubt about it. So it's all right. Mike checking in from the Valley. Special Agent 008. I believe you found your nail clipper, Mike, right? Better late than never. Yeah. All right, we are back here. 845-429-1700. I love that tune, especially and tell me everything's gonna be all right. I know I can't sing. And tell me everything's gonna be all right. Let me try one more time. And tell me everything's gonna be all right. Love her like a na-na-na, drink her up, eat her like a cup. She's my buttercup. I don't know the words. I just know it's a good tune. And I know I can't sing, so relax. But tell me everything's going to be all right. It's so funny because I had no segue, but I just wanted to play that song. I love Loggins and Messina, great tune. But I'm glad that our man, the Meatball Master, he is the Meatball Master here on the Clem and the PM. In Clemville, he is known as the Meatball Master. He defeated our very own Sheriff Lou Falco in a meatball contest. And this year, for the Penguin Plunge, the loser of this upcoming meatball contest, which I assume will be Sheriff Falco again, will have to go submerge into the Hudson, and I'm going to hold them to that, no worries. Our man, our local hero who is working his way closer he's working his way up the political ladder, closer to where we need him to be. Come a long way. He's a customer of mine. I've serviced his house. He just had I believe, a baby girl not too long ago. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I don't even know who I'm talking about either. I know it. I can't believe I'm trying to keep making stuff up until I can remember his last name. It's on the tip of my tongue. How do I not know Mike's last name? Because I know him as the Meatball Master. That's the problem. Every time I hear him talking, I think he's the Meatball Master. I forgot his name. He's running for Senate. He's defeating Kathy Hochul's, cohort. What's his name? Mike what? Somebody help me out here, man. Come on now. I mean, I can't be that stupid where I don't remember this guy's name. What is his name? Mike what? What am I looking for? Mike what? What is his name? This is so hysterical. This is the crazy world. I'm getting a phone call right now. Look, if you don't believe me, look, what did that say on YouTube? M, and there's a last name. M stands for Mike. So there's a Mike calling me. That's a repeat customer. He got a prefab in Haverstraw. Very simple cleaning. We're in and out, usually Saturday mornings, about 7:30, 8 o'clock is when we make the appointment. I know this because I'm OCD. I remember these things. All right, yes, he's calling for his yearly chimney cleaning. His name is Mike. I'm talking about Mike. Mike the Meatball King. What is his last name? Not Mike Garvey. Steve Garvey played for the Dodgers. Mike what? It's Mike. Mike, what the hell's his name? God, I can't. He's on the morning show once in a while. He's the Meatball Master. What the hell is his name? But anyway, the reason why I say that, the segue for that song, one of the lyrics, tell me everything's going to be all right, is because the Democrats have a stranglehold. I should have played Ted Nugent, Stranglehold. I love that tune. On New York. But Mike, what's his name? Mike the Meatball Master. Somebody help me here. It's going to drive me nuts. Not Mike. What? Mike Wallace. Get out of here. Mike Wallace. It's not Mike Wallace. What was that guy's name in that movie, Braveheart? Jim Wallace? William Wallace, freedom! See where my mind goes? Lou Young is right. This is a constant stream of consciousness. Now, we were talking about, let's backtrack, Mike. Anyway, he is winning. He is winning. He is a Republican. I don't care what he is. I don't care if he's a Democrat. a libertarian, a left. I don't care what he is. All I know is this guy, he believes in the United States. He loves the flag. He loves police. He loves everybody. He wants people to not pay as much taxes. This guy's for real. He ain't no BS politician. This dude, he's one of us. He's one. I got something in my. I'm going to spit in my own studio. Who cares? He's one of us, this guy. What the hell's his name? God, I can't. The Meatball Master, Mike White. I get emails from him every day looking for donations, which I did, by the way. I just want you to know. I can't give you money every day. You should cross me off the list. I already gave you a decent amount. Take me off the donation email, please. But nonetheless, I should know his name. Mike Lawler! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And you know what's weird? See, these things happen in threes. This is the crazy thing, world. You understand? I am going to affirm and confirm that things happen in threes. I was talking about him, Mike. I couldn't think of his name. My customer, Mike. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to show my customer, Mike, happened to call at the same time I was talking about him, Mike, and I couldn't remember Mike's name. And guess who tells me Mike Lawler? Mike from the Valley. All hail the greatness. Woo! Mike, and Mike's not for taking down bail reform. He's not that silly. He knows that we need to make some corrections to the jail system, the whole legal system, but not this ridiculousness. I mean, right now, it's absolute ridiculousness. We need more guys like Meatball Master Mike Lawler, and I'm very excited that he is winning. He is projected to win. I will be, let me tell you something. I'll be almost as crushed. I mean, then the worst feeling I've had in a sports loss. If Mike loses, I mean, right now he's projected to win. He's got a nice definitive lead. If he wins, I expect him to batch up a nice few trays of meatballs and just give them out. Celebratory meatballs on the house. Master of meatballs, Mike Lawler. You know, listen to this, man. Check this out. This is the world. I mean, I there's stories like this every day all over the place, but this is why we must get tougher on criminals. I like China's idea of having criminals bust rocks. Like solitude, solitary confinement, bust rocks, never getting out. If you know that, you might change your thought. Check this out. There's a fender bender. You understand what a fender bender is? Two cars bang into each other, whatever. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. A fender bender. One guy gets out, the other guy gets out, he shoots the dude. Drives away. Witnesses saw it. There was a camera that caught it. That's it. Fender bender. Guy gets out of the car. Another guy gets out with a gun. Now, this guy with a gun knows if he gets caught, he's going. If you've killed somebody for no reason, forever. Solitary confinement. You're busting rock. Now, he knows that in his head. Maybe he gets loud with the gun. Maybe he waves it. Maybe he butts him in the head with the gun. He gives him a gun butt. Whatever that move is called, when I don't do that move. I do it with my hand. Clem fu. Now, there's no respect for life. I mean, this was in broad daylight. You understand? This was at 2 p.m. Fender bender. Guy gets out to say, hey, dude, you got your light? Boom. I'm just asking for license. I'm going to look at the damage. Dude shoots him in the chest. Blows him right in the chest. Gets in the car, drives away, probably goes to McDonald's drive-thru, orders some nuggets, large Sprite, and just goes on with the rest of his day like nothing happened, because that's the lack of respect for life. So if we get guys like Meatball Master Mike Lawler in the house, I'm sure he's going to find, other politicians and judges and whatnot to surround him to get it back to some sort of normal. I mean, we need some sort of normalcy here. It's crazy. Now, look at this. I mean, you've heard a former Jet player. Imagine this. Imagine if you knew that you assaulted somebody, physical assault. If you knew that you assaulted somebody for no reason, not self-defense. If self-defense was not in your vocabulary, like to use, hey, I defended myself. If it was not, you just assaulted somebody. 5 years in the rock quarry. 5 years in the Rock Corps. You know, if you just go out and smack somebody around, punch them in the face at a game, a lot of games now, people getting in a fight, just cold cocking somebody. You see it all over on social media. Just going out, boom, punching somebody in the face, knocking them out, breaking their jaw, their eye socket. If you knew, if that was on a billboard, assault equals 5 years with a guy with a sledgehammer sweating his nuggets off. I mean, just dripping there with the sun beating on him, and all you see is a pile of rocks and guys with sledgehammers. Assault gets you this, 5 years. If you knew that, Rontez Miles, former Jet, his current high school football coach, he went into this lady's house, dragged her outside on the lawn, physically assaulted her. The spotlights at her house came on. Neighbors were awakened, first of all, by the commotion. She went outside, were watching, and it was also recorded on the neighbor's system. He just punched her in the face, broke her nose, eye socket, jaw, bleeding mess throughout the house in front of her kid, in front of the neighbors. This is the lack of respect for people. So again, I'm not saying Meatball Master Mike Lawler will change it overnight, but he will get the people, he will surround him and like-minded people will get us where we know everything's going to be all right. And tell me everything gonna be all right. Remember, Master of Meatball Master Mike Lawler. I vote for him, but I mean, you see Zeldin? I mean, Zeldin's, I'm telling you, he's holding his own. It would be a historic, Buster Douglas-like. I'm going to put it as Buster Douglas-like. I thought I liked Hochul. I did. I'm sorry. Gracie called that day. I know. I marked it down in my mind, Gracie. I remember. You called. I wanted to drink the Clemonade. I did. And I did. I drank it. I mean, Hochul's a nice lady, but I mean, listen. I'm going to say she's maybe a half grade, a pubic hair up from Cuomo. I mean, just up the scale a little bit. But nonetheless, I feel that she has to go. We need to send her on her merry way also. So, Zeldin, Lawler, vote. Make sure you get out and vote. People don't vote enough. They don't vote when they should. They should just have one voting day. Today, it should be like National Vote Day. Everything we have to vote for. Librarians, politicians, whatever we vote for, it should all be one day where everybody, okay, today we're going to go here, we're going to go there. We're voting all day. That's it. Everybody takes off. It's all dedicated to, no, they put it in the middle of summer. Everybody's on vacation. Yeah, let's vote for the Democrats. Time to vote. Feeling political. Anyway, let's take a break. When we come back, I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing. Woo!
Traffic, weather, and music you remember on AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Need care? We're here. Isn't it amazing most medical emergencies happen when your doctor's office is closed? Going to an emergency room can be a nightmare. Care 365 is Rockland's only emergency geo-care center, and now we're delivering health services in our second location, conveniently located in Pomona. Care 365 North is a state-of-the-art health center that's open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Friday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Staffed with experienced providers and friendly staff, our medical center offers high-quality stitches and casting, throat cultures, on-site x-ray, sonogram, EKGs, express blood testing, and yes, rapid and PCR COVID-19 testing. No appointments necessary, open on all legal holidays. We speak Spanish and have a diverse multicultural staff. We're located at the Ramapo Plaza Shopping Center, 1633 Route 202, Pomona, New York, just a few moments from the Palisades Parkway. Care 365, close to home, far from ordinary. To reach us, please call 845-888-7200 or 845-CARE-365 or visit us on the web at care365.com.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gifts, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Want to make your mornings more exciting and stay informed all at the same time? Tune into the morning show with Jeff and Will weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m., where we'll keep you up to date on all the latest and greatest in local and national news while you're on your way to work or wherever you happen to be, all from right here in Rockland County. That's the morning show with Jeff and Will weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on WRCR at AM 1700 and WRCR.com.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
We have delays on the cross-county eastbound approaching the Hutch because of an accident blocking at least one lane. Northbound Hutch, very slow up to the cross-county, and it's slow on 287 westbound between exits 8E and 5. Not too bad across the Tappan Zee, but the northbound thruway does get slow between exits 11 and 13, and then southbound just before exit 17, there's a crash in the right lane. You have construction delays on eastbound 84 between exits 19A and B in the Wallkill rest area. Traffic sponsored by Blindster. Want to save big on new blinds? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Shop Blindster now and save 45% off any order. Just use the code RADIO. Offer ends soon. Shop today, Blindster.com. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Adam Walski.
Weather. For tonight, mostly clear with a low around 58 degrees. For Thursday, sunny with a high near 73 degrees. Beautiful day. For Thursday night, clear with a low around 50 degrees. It'll be pretty low that night. Friday, sunny with a high near 76 degrees. Saturday, sunny with a high near 84. And then sunny with a high near 85 degrees on Sunday. Even Monday looking like the mid-80s to start off the week, and sunny. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And it's currently 79 degrees.
All right, we are back here and brought to you by Brian's Painting. You heard his commercials this morning. Yes, you did. That is correct. He is now taking over the morning show. Just like his domination with painting, he is dominating the advertising space. Brian's Painting, give him a call. Tell him we sent you 10% off. Remember, it's not too late to paint the exterior. Beautiful weather, perfect for drying conditions. Give him a call, Rockland residents, 845-624-3089. And if you're in Bergen, 201-505-4714. A lot of people on these dating apps nowadays. I mean, there's tons of dating apps. Straight people, gay people, lesbians, transgenders, people that, don't know. It's they, us, we's. Dating apps for married people looking for married people, looking for single people, people looking for, this type of person. All dating apps all over the place. You go on a dating app, and I mean, it's like you're rolling the dice. You're playing, basically a game of craps. Most of it's going to end up crappy, believe me. 9 out of 10. Now, you're always looking at the bio. You want to see the pictures. Obviously, the pictures, if you could at least, okay, they look decent. And you look at the bio, it says an easygoing adventurer who believes in universal connection with all and love to explore and try new things. Also recently getting back from 2 years of travel. All right, so it sounds like a nice bio, easygoing adventurer. Listen, if I didn't have kids, I'd be an adventurer myself. Today I saw the turtle after 20 years. I haven't seen the turtle in like 15 years. I saw the turtle when I went to get lunch. He's working at Grub. Later on, we'll get to the turtle. But the turtle was telling me about, his mom's in Greece. I said, I want to go to Greece. Wait till my kids are. I kick them out of the house. They're done. I said, me and my wife, we're going all over. We're going to be adventurers. Who wouldn't believe in a universal connection with all and love? And a love to explore and try new things. I would. I'm just strapped down with 4 kids. So I try new things with my kids. Here's a sardine. Try it. Here's a snail. Try it. Here, jump off this. Try it. It sounds interesting. I would like I said, if I liked the picture, this is the type of person I would like. Recently getting back from 2 years of travel. I'd like to do that. 2 years of travel. I'd like to date this person. Don't forget 420. The Agino Foundation, Dr. Patterson, Pastor Anetu. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, he will obviously fix me at 420. Tune in for that. Changing the world. They change a life and they change a world. All right, so the reason why I played that great song, Werewolf in London, love that tune, is because, have you ever heard of the werewolf killer? You remember the werewolf killer? He pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity after he drove from his home in New Jersey all the way to Virginia and stabbed to death an innocent man. He had Bradford Jackson, didn't know this guy at all, just went to him, drove his house and stabbed him. And something about him, the night, he thought he was a werewolf, this, that, whatever, became the werewolf killer. Now he got freed. He got let out from the mental institution he was in. 3 years in a mental institution. They let him out. And the screenshots of the werewolf killer online, all these social media platforms, that dating sites, were caught by some very savvy people. And even though he's required to take medication and undergo alcohol and drug testing and all his locations tracked and monitored, this guy's just it's a time bomb ticking time bomb. He should have to label himself. I'm 5'10", 185, light complexion, still have my hair. I'm an avid traveler, this and that. By the way, I stabbed some guy 84 times. I mean, I served 3 years in a mental institution, but they said I'm good to go. So now I'm taking my meds. And as long as I attend these meetings, I really shouldn't, to have a relapse. And if you're looking to date, I love Italian food. Cuban food is some of my favorite. I love to dance. He should have that. That should be mandatory. I mean, I feel bad for some person who's going to date this guy and, all of a sudden break up with him not knowing that he could absolutely lose his and just come, once again, doing what he did. That's why you got to vote in Meatball Master Mike Lawler. King of all meatballs. I know there's the meatball guy in Suffering. What's he called? What's his name? Sloppy Meatballs. What's that place? I remember Kerry once said, "Oh, you'd be great for advertise. They'd be great advertisers on your show." What was it? Messy Meatballs. What's that meatball place called in Suffering? It was some meatball place, but I would like to see Mike, the King of Meatball, Mike Lawler, take them on too. What was it called? Dirty Meatballs, D's Meatballs, something. It was some crazy name, that place. They got good meatballs too. But anyway, the werewolf killer. Imagine you're online, you're dating, you go out with this guy. You're like, all right, he's pretty funny, he's attractive. You're driving back to, he's like, listen, would you want to have a nightcap? I got a nice hot tub, sure. You know what? I'll go back to your house. You're driving back to your house and your best friend who you sent, you're like, yo, this guy's so cute. Where'd you meet him? Oh, I met him on this site. And she's like, she's a long distance relative of a Matlock, 14th cousin to Matlock. So she has that investigatory. And she goes online, she sees that this guy, and she's like, huh? And she finds out that he is the werewolf killer. She sends you a text, Jeannie, look, he's the werewolf killer. And you're in his car right now about to pull into his driveway. I would just turn him and say, listen, I just got my period. Can you take me home, please? I don't want to bleed all over your car and your house, obviously. All right, anyway, let's play our commercial from Brian's painting. Boop. Oh, no commercial. You know why? Because Brian hasn't got into Made One. But he will with Kerry. Now, with the morning show, you heard them doing some live reads today, but he will get in there. I believe, did Kerry make a commercial for him? Maybe she did. And if she did, let's play it here on this show as well. Brian's Painting, official sponsor of Updates with Oliver, who you will hear tomorrow at 4:20. Another one of our lovely advertisers.
I think I got it.
You do?
Brian's Painting, yeah.
Oh, let me hear that. Let me hear Brian's Painting commercial. Let me wait. Let me sit back. Let me close my eyes.
Okay.
And let me see if I feel the effect. Let me see if Kerry made it. Who made the commercial?
I think Kerry did. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I feel the effect. Let me see. All right. Play it, please. Thank you.
All right. Here we go.
Are you sick and tired of looking at the same old walls? Are you ready to get rid of those stains and scuffs? Well, if you are, call Brian's Painting to update and refresh your home. Brian's been in business for 54 years, fully licensed and insured. Brian responds to you on the same day. He is professional and knows what it takes to make your home a showplace. Along with interior and exterior painting, Brian also does carpentry, renovations, decks, and power washing. So to freshen up a room, rejuvenate your home, call Brian's Painting at 845-624-3089 today.
I like it. Although Kerry sounds a little hoarse, I know she's got a new job. She might be talking a lot. I do like the commercial. Very, very smooth and professional. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I thought she was on it, but she wasn't.
Oh, that wasn't? All right, my fault. Anyway, that was a great commercial. Great spot. Brian's Painting does a lot. He surely does. All right. So at 4:20, again, we have Dr. Patterson coming on. She is the president of, I believe, the local chapter of the Agino Foundation. They have their second annual 5K run, for, their 5K for Living Water run coming up this weekend. And we will talk to them about that and also everything that they do, the Agino Foundation does. And if you feel like helping them out, that'd be great. I mean, that's not, that's not what they're coming on for. I mean, they're not saying, hey, listen, But it would be nice if you feel that it's a worthwhile cause and you want to donate. Most certainly do. I am just getting caught up. You don't know how many emails I am behind on. Like, I have too many emails I could forward it, and Terry's gone, and blah blah blah. Woo, God. All right. It's really, oh God, I need a beer. Anyone got a beer? I'm at the Clem Pound in the middle of Clemville at Clem Studio 69. If you have a cold beer, I would most certainly like it. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Woo!
AM 1700 WRCR Haverstraw.
Hello, Hudson Valley. It's Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. Rockland state lawmakers voiced their opinions on the controversial New York Times article published Sunday detailing their findings on the state of education in Hasidic communities, including here in Rockland and Orange counties. Assemblyman Mike Lawler told the morning show yesterday that he's always believed in school choice and says there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to education.
I've met with many educators, including within the Hasidic community, and the Times reporting is just not what my experience has been in these yeshivas. I've seen firsthand them learning English and math and history.
State Senator Elijah Reichlin-Melnick said he was most disturbed about the allegations that some yeshivas utilized corporal punishment against misbehaving students.
I noted that the article actually says it is legal in private schools in New York, which I didn't realize, and it makes me wonder whether we need to do something at the state level to address that, because you can't go to your local high school and the teacher can't hit you. I think a lot of people I hear from have recollections at Catholic schools of the nuns using a ruler or two, but that's in many cases in the past, and we certainly, I think, should look at that.
Assemblyman Ken Zabrowski said it is unacceptable for any school to provide a substandard education. Zabrowski also was concerned how the oversight role of local school districts would play out as the State Education Department's Board of Regents voted yesterday to implement so-called substantial equivalency regulations to govern secular education in non-public schools.
Here in Rockland County, we have the East Ramapo School District, so it's one thing for Clarkstown to have to deal with Albertus or St. Anthony's. It's another thing for an East Ramapo to have dozens, if not 100. I understand why they're doing it this way, but I do disagree with that aspect of it.
Now, callers to the morning show also had differing opinions.
What I'd like to see at some point is I think we should take both public schools and non-public schools and do some kind of study where we see where the kids are after high school. 3 or 4 years, 5 years later, a study to see where people are after they've finished.
The disgrace is on the politicians who have played this game, who have given away this money knowing full well that these children are being deprived of a decent education, knowing full well that the money is being misdirected and misused.
The new rules attempt to offer a balance between religious beliefs and secular education requirements. They will require instruction in math, English, science, and social studies, but they won't regulate religious instruction. School districts need to identify private schools in their areas by September 1st next year, and they must complete initial reviews of their academic offerings by June 2025. A former Suffern police officer has settled her federal discrimination and sexual harassment lawsuit against the village and 2 chiefs for just under $500,000. That's according to the Journal News. Tara Cable claimed her complaints of gender discrimination and sexual harassment were ignored, forcing her to resign in July last year. Suffern's mayor said he's considering hiring a company to do sensitivity training for the village's workforce. The New York State Thruway Authority has quietly resumed suspending registrations for drivers who evade tolls. That's according to News 12, which says the agency started sending out notices 2 months ago to about 100 people who owe a combined $1.8 million in tolls and fees. Billing statements and envelopes have reportedly been simplified and easier to recognize. The Thruway paused the program 4 years ago as the switch to cashless tolling began. 3 toll violations in a 5-year period could get you your registration suspended. Just over 5,000 Rocklanders have gotten the polio vaccine since it was detected here earlier this summer. Since then, it's reportedly spread into Orange, Sullivan, and Nassau counties as well. Rockland County Executive Ed Day says polio can be a formidable enemy.
74% who carry the virus are asymptomatic. They have no idea they're sick. There's no symptoms whatsoever. There's no reason to believe there's any issue.
Of the 5,064 polio vaccines so far given out, 77% went to kids 4 years old and younger, and nearly 14% went to those aged 5 to 18. Just 9% have gone to those 19 and older. Anyone who needs assistance scheduling an appointment to get the vaccine can call the County Department of Health at 845-238-1956. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. The weather's up next. The good starts at 2, at Clem in the PM at 3, and at 6 o'clock, check out the Open Bible Church Hour of Prayer with Pastor Francois. For more news and breaking stories, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website, too. It's WRCR.com.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
We have delays on the cross-county eastbound approaching the Hutch because of an accident blocking at least one lane northbound Hutch. Very slow up to the cross-county, and it's slow on 287 westbound between exits 8E and 5. Not too bad across the Tappan Zee, but the northbound thruway does get slow between exits 11 and 13, and then southbound just before exit 17, there's a crash in the right lane. You have construction delays on eastbound 84 between exits 19A and B in the Wallkill rest area. Traffic sponsored by Blindster. Want to save big on new blinds? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Shop Blindster now and save 45% off any order. Just use the code RADIO. Offer ends soon. Shop today, Blindster.com. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Adam Walski.
Weather. For tonight, mostly clear with a low around 58 degrees. For Thursday, sunny with a high near 73 degrees. Beautiful day. For Thursday night, clear with a low around 50 degrees. It'll be pretty low that night. Friday, sunny with a high near 76 degrees. Saturday, sunny with a high near 84. And then sunny with a high near 85 degrees on Sunday. Even Monday looking like the mid-80s to start off the week, and sunny. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And it's currently 79 degrees.
Radio Unscripted, AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you're listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clem. Pete, are you on mute?
That's weird. I was on mute, and I thought I took it off, but I did not. I hit the button. I guess I wasn't on mute, and I put it on. I was saying, wow, I love Amy Winehouse. I love that voice. I love her look. She was great. She was just talented. She reminds, I'm not saying the music, the sound like a Lady Gaga, but just really talented. I just love Lady Gaga's voice. Just great. What'd you think of Amy Winehouse, Kev? I know you're a knowledgeable guy in music, have good opinions. What were your thoughts of her?
I think she was one of the best voices of the last 20 years. Especially with some of the stuff that's been put out in the pop world and whatnot. She really, and she was a great songwriter as well. She was really, she had everything, and it's a shame that she died so young.
Yeah, she also had an addiction, to alcohol, and at 27 years old, passed away. It is her birthday today, a heavenly birthday. Hopefully resting in peace, and obviously over that addiction, the Lord heals. So Amy Winehouse's birthday today. If it's your birthday, we wish you a very happy birthday, filled with love, joy, happiness, cake, whatever, and a year full of health, happiness, mainly health. That's what we want for you. A ton of balloons tonight, whatever it is, big cheeseburger, that's all good. We got to speed it up because in a little bit we do have Dr. Jamel Patterson coming on, the president of the Agino Foundation. It's either Agino, we'll find out exactly. I think it's Agino, that's what I'm going with. And Pastor Justin, I don't want to butcher, I think it's Inyetu. And that too, maybe the Y is silent, but again, we will figure both of those things out in a few minutes. Famous birthdays today. I told you Amy Winehouse, heavenly birthday to her. Passed away at the very young age of 27 with a whole life ahead of her, and sadly because of alcohol, overdosing on alcohol. It's a lot of drinking. Jimmy Butler. I love Jimmy Butler. I liked him better when he was with the Bull. I love Jimmy Butler. Very great, a great story. Good guy. I could really press Obi and he would do it. It's like, Obi, listen, I love Jimmy Butler. Can you ask him if I can get his sneakers, please? Obi would ask him, and I'm sure Jimmy Butler would oblige, but I'm not that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. But maybe I'll put an anonymous letter on Obi's car. Hey, Obi, you don't know me, but I know Pete, and Pete loves Jimmy Butler. He talks about, getting a pair of sneakers, but he would never ask you, so I'm asking for you. And I know you drive this Jeep. He wouldn't know it's me. Anyway, happy birthday, Jimmy Butler. Love Jimmy Butler. I wish he would get a ring. I wish Jimmy B would get a ring. Deshaun Watson, it's his birthday today. What can I say except it's his birthday today? I don't know. 20-something. I don't know, just a weird situation. I go for massage, I fall asleep, I snore, and I drool. This guy goes for massage, he gets 26 lawsuits against him. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? Let's see. Famous birthday, Sam Neill. He's an actor. You've seen him in Jurassic Park, The Hunt for Red October, The Final Conflict, Dead Calm, Omen 3. That was a good one. Omen 3. Oh, my God. The regular Omen was good. I don't know about 3. I never saw it. What else? Famous birthdays. That's it. What national day is it? Then we'll go to break. Let's see very quickly. Obviously, I cannot go to break without letting you know. Here we go. What national day is it today? National Be Kind. Every day is be kind to somebody, right? Make their day. I tell my kids every day, make somebody's day, smile. Make them smile. National Parents Day Off Day, right, please. You coming over, whoever wrote this, you coming over to babysit my 4 kids? National Parents. It ain't national, please. When? Tell me when. Dumb Day. I guess it's National Dumb Day is what it is. National, Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Ooh, look at this. National Creamed Filled Donut Day. I love it. I took away the Bavarian cream. Right? What happened to the Bavarian cream donut? I was in Jersey the other day. All of us, I saw the Bavarian cream. I don't see the Bavarian cream locally. I love the Bavarian cream donut. National Eat a Hoagie Day. I love hoagies. Hoagies and donuts. Let me tell you, hoagies and donuts deserve a hail. No doubt about it. I love that. National Live Creative Day. Listen, creativity, nothing like it. National Sober Day. Listen, if you can't drink, then don't. I could drink. I'm not an alcoholic, but I could drink a drink or two a day. That's just what I do. That's what I do. I'm like a frog. I drink. All right, but I'm not an alcoholic. I drink a day. I don't have to drink. I didn't drink yesterday. I was driving. I said, you know what? I'm not stopping. I was watching a softball practice, a game. I was driving. I said, should I stop for my nightly drink? Nah, I'm tired. I went home and went to bed. But see, National Sober Day. If you can't drink, you got to stay sober. I know it's challenging. It's a struggle. It's tough, but you can do it. All right, quick break. We'll be back with Dr. Jamel Patterson and Pastor John, Justin, and Yetu. Be right back. Clem in the PM. Woo!
It's great music that doesn't get in the way of your work. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Be sure to listen to the Business and Market Update with Ken Mahoney of Mahoney Asset Management every Monday through Friday morning at 8:30 here on WRCR. Catch Ken's incisive commentary on business and market trends during the upcoming trading day. And you can have your business-related question answered directly by Ken Mahoney. Just submit it to the Mahoney mailbag. Go to the website at MahoneyGPS.com, enter your question or comment, and it will be answered directly by Ken. On the radio every Monday through Friday morning at 8:30, right here on WRCR, AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, or WRCR.com.
Hello, this is John Wicks. Our family at Wicks Arborists has been providing tree and lawn care for 3 generations since 1929. Not only is lawn and tree maintenance important to the beautification of your property, it is also important to your health. One thing you should attend to is the deer tick population. Deer ticks cause Lyme disease, a debilitating bacterial infection causing joint, heart, and nervous system complications. These ticks may be small, but the problems associated with them are anything but trivial. The good news is that we offer a variety of tick control options. We call it the Wicks Ticks Fix. With our low-impact solutions to reducing tick populations, you, your children, and family pets can enjoy the great outdoors without fear of Lyme disease. Visit us at wicksarborist.com or call us at 354-3400 for more information. Wicks Arborists, where your property is...
Hi, this is Chris Keir, Director of Fire and Emergency Services for Rockland County. I'm inviting you to join us every Friday morning at 9 a.m. for Who Wants to Be a Volunteer. Learn about Rockland's first responders, catch our report on local incidents, and hear interviews with top emergency personnel. Brought to you by Orange and Rockland Utilities, supporting our local first responders and community partners for their work to keep us safe and growing strong. Become a volunteer and make a lasting difference in our community.
Hi, this is Dr. Jeffrey Shannon.
And Dr. Sophia Patricus.
We invite you to join us for our show, Listen Up Rockland, the first Monday of each month at 9:30 a.m.
If you or someone you know is always asking to repeat, has difficulty communicating in a noisy environment, or has ringing in their ears, then tune in to our show.
Do you have questions, or are you curious about how to improve your hearing? We welcome any and all questions related to patient treatment process, hearing aids, and implantable hearing technology.
Do you or someone you know experience dizziness, vertigo, feeling off balance, or have a fear of falling? If so, tune in as we can educate and help treat various balance concerns.
So join us for Listen Up Rockland, the first Monday of each month at 9:30 a.m. as we navigate all topics related to audiology, hearing, and balance with various members of our team and guest speakers.
Hudson Valley Audiology, located at 11 Medical Park Drive, Suite 205 in Pomona. Call them at 845-406-9991 or visit their website, hudsonaudiology.com.
Running out of faith? Then stop by for a service. Don't forget to tune in to Faith Unscripted, a brand new show dealing with the big questions about God, faith, and you. Hosted by Clarkstown Reformed Church's own Pastor Rich. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on WRCR, AM 1700.
Marcello's Ristorante in Suffern offers unparalleled Italian cuisine in both small and large plates, as well as an extensive wine and cocktail menu. Visit marcellosgroup.com for reservations, find out about their cooking classes, chef's table, and elegant events catering. Bring home Marcello's hand-picked products, extra virgin olive oils, artisanal pasta, and more. Marcello Russo DeVito is live on the morning show every Friday at 8:45 a.m. Call in with your cooking questions and find out about the latest specials. Visit marcellosgroup.com.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Still delays on the Cross County Parkway eastbound by Columbus Avenue, but an accident has been cleared, and northbound on the Bronx River Parkway near Yonkers Avenue, a crash has been cleared. You have delays on 287 westbound from the Hutch over to exit 5, eastbound slow off the thruway to exit 6 in White Plains, and delays on the Sawmill both ways by 287. It is slow Rockland bound across the Tappan Zee, and more delays on the northbound thruway between exits 11 and 13. Also watch for an accident in New Windsor on 300 northbound before Industrial Way. That's blocking at least one lane. Traffic sponsored by Indeed.com. Summer days getting shorter, business to-do lists getting longer. You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Adam Walski.
Weather. For tonight, mostly clear with a low around 58 degrees. For Thursday, sunny with a high near 73 degrees. Beautiful day. For Thursday night, clear with a low around 50 degrees. It'll be pretty low that night. Friday, sunny with a high near 76 degrees. Saturday, sunny with a high near 84. And then sunny with a high near 85 degrees on Sunday. Even Monday looking like the mid-80s to start off the week, and sunny. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 78.
All righty, we are back here in Clemville. I do want to thank our guests for waiting patiently. This segment is sponsored by Bryant's Painting. Paint in Rockland, Bergen, and Clemville for over 53 years. Well, actually, just started painting Clemville recently, but has been servicing Rockland for over 53 years. Let's get to our guests who have been waiting, like I said, patiently. Dr. Jamel Patterson, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And is the pastor on with us? I don't see him with us right now.
No, I don't see him. He had the Zoom. He texted me. He's coming in from Uganda.
Yes. So maybe the internet is slow or something. I don't know, but he'll get to us. And again, that's Pastor John Enyetu. Is that his name?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So we got the names. Now, the only name I got to make sure I'm correct with as well is it the Agino or Agino Foundation?
Agano.
I was wrong on both. The Agano Foundation.
Right. They corrected me too when I was in Africa. They said you have come here enough times, so you need to pronounce it. So
what does Agano stand for? Is there a specific meaning for it?
I have faith. That's
gotcha.
what it.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. All right, so you are the president of the foundation. Is that the local chapter of the foundation or the whole foundation in general?
It's the whole foundation in general. That's it. That's us.
That's you. Now, when did you start the Agano Foundation?
Okay, we started in 2011 after a visit to Uganda in 2010 with an organization called the College of Prayer. So when we went there, I asked, being a physician, and there were other medical people on board in that group, could we do a medical mission after the convention was over? And they said yes, and we did that and outgrew the Gainer Foundation from that.
By the way, I don't know, what's that stuff called on your eye? It's blue, it's beautiful color. Is that eyeliner? You wearing eyeliner?
No.
Oh, you just lipstick? No, you have some beautiful features, I'll tell you. Beautiful. You look beautiful over there. All right, so you reach out, you want to start a medical mission, and you become, I was reading your bio, you're like the modern day Mother Teresa. I mean, you're all about helping people, and you're a kind, compassionate person. Have you been like that your whole life, or did you just, like, I was a mean person growing up, and about 26, 27, I changed, I found the Lord, and I became a caring, compassionate person. When I read your bio and see all the great stuff you're involved with, it really made me feel really good about the world. And I know you're reaching people on the other side of the world. So How did this all come about? I mean, did the Lord talk to you? What brought about all this greatness, all the great stuff you do?
Okay. After that convention that we had, it was the College of Prayer. That's the group we went down with. And it was a 3-day conference. And then we had the medical mission afterwards. And the patients we saw, many of them had malaria. So we came back thinking, how can we help these people? What can we do as opposed to just going in, doing that thing for 3 days and that's it? They needed long-term care. I have been doing medical missions since 1993. I think that's Pastor John coming in.
Yes. He is, Pastor John. All right, we now have Pastor John Enyetu. Is that correct, Pastor? Do you hear us? He's still connecting.
Yeah.
Pastor, can you hear us? Hello, Pastor. Can you hear us?
Oh, yes. I'm getting you now. I think I'm getting you now.
I like your haircut, Pastor. I
like it.
Right. Now, the only thing is, you heard of smartphones, smart speakers. When I do interviews, I wear my smart hat. I produce a better interview. So welcome. I'm glad you have joined us. You have that beautiful Ageno t-shirt on. I love it. I love it, and I love what you do. So introduce yourself to our listening audience. Wow, that's the 5K run, the original one. We'll talk about the second annual 5K run in a little bit. But introduce yourself. We were just talking to Dr. Patterson. She was getting us informed on herself and what she's been doing for the Ageno Foundation. How did you get involved, and what do you currently do and serve with the Ageno Foundation?
All right. My name is Pastor John Justin Enyetu. I am the general overseer or the lead pastor of a ministry called Tabernacle Faith Ministries here in Uganda. And I want to bless the Lord so much for the partnership we have with Ageno Foundation. Ageno Foundation came to Uganda about 10 years ago. That's how I came to know about them. And 2 years ago, we started doing great work with Ageno Foundation. And I'm glad that from the time I started working with Ageno Foundation, we have built boreholes in Uganda, about 4 of them, some in Kenya.
Pastor, let me stop you for 1 second. Time out for 1 second. I'm not sure. I read the bio, so I'm familiar with. I got myself familiar with boreholes. But explain to our listening audience what are boreholes and what are the importance of them to Uganda and the towns, country, cities, states, whatever around there. The importance of the boreholes.
Well, in Uganda, we have a challenge of water, clean drinking water. People look for water for drinking in valleys. They look for water deep down in dirty places because we don't have any good sources of clean water. And through Ageno Foundation, we've been able to drill boreholes. We bring the machine to drill water from down underground, about 60, 100 meters deep down there, getting the water by the help of the pipelines so that people get that drinking water. That is what we lack here, because in Africa, in Uganda, many people have to travel many, many kilometers just looking for clean water. It is a big challenge here, and I can tell you, my brother, it is a very challenging moment that people drink that water, and that water brings them sicknesses, that water brings them diseases, that water brings them, waterborne diseases. It is a crisis that we have here, and that's why we thank God so much for Ageno Foundation for having come to our rescue, that over 50,000 and above people are getting water that is drinkable.
God bless for that. I'll tell you, it described to me the feeling. I can only imagine the joy and exuberation that people feel when that water comes out and they finally realize that their lives are going to change for the better. I mean, we take for granted here. My wife, when I'm watering the plants outside, I get a text, are you watering the plants? I'm in the shower and I have no water. And she's upset about that. I couldn't care if I'm taking a shower in a puddle, but to tell me the feeling that you witness, I don't want, that you've seen and you'll continue to witness to the great deeds of the Agano Foundation and the people involved with that, Dr. Jamel Patterson and others. Explain to our listeners, like the sheer joy that you see from these people. It's got to be like winning the lotto.
Oh, in Uganda here, especially school-going children, they have to trek for about 4 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 10 kilometers, looking for water, for cleaning themselves, getting ready for school. And I can assure you, as they run to school, they meet wild animals, they meet snakes there, they meet dangerous things. So at the end of that day, it is completely a challenge. It's a truly, truly very frightening moment. But the day Agano Foundation, I remember in one of the places when the borehole came in, I can assure you it's like heaven had come down. People were so excited. There was a lot of dancing and celebration and jubilation because finally water that is drinkable has come in that place. We will, in Uganda here, because of lack of water, everyone who got the chance to drink water from a clean source, all of them, I remember there is a time about 2,000 people would come together just to celebrate for one water source. Because the entire village, the entire parish, the entire sub-county, we call them districts here, would just come together at once just to look for water. So it's an exciting moment. And, every moment we have one borehole, it is like, wow, it's a great moment. It's a miracle and testimony.
John.
It really is. I'm sorry, Doctor. What were you going to say?
No, there was a man, he was about 97 or so, who never had clean water, or I think, was it you in there or Kenya, where he said he never had water that he never had to share with animals. I don't know if that was your story. I think it was 97, maybe Uganda. And that was the first time you drank water. Go ahead, John.
In Uganda, actually, because we have drilled many boreholes, about 4 now here, but I will let you know that in the place I come from, we would share water with animals, especially the cows. So here, when it is time for the cows to come and drink water, they come in droves, they come in numbers, and then from there, they release the cow dung. So you have to wait for the cow dung to settle, so that somehow you would think it's clean water, but actually it's dirty water. So would share the water with the animals, would share the water with this kind of creatures around. And it was such a very hard moment for us because even that borehole, that well, when it is a dry season, there is no water. It's only water only gathers in that place when the rains are there. That's the time water gathers. But when it's dry season, nothing is there. It took the intervention of Agano Foundation to get us clean water, that whether it's dry season or wet season, we have constant flow of water now. And my brother, let me tell you something. For the girls, especially whenever they were in their periods, they will not go to school. They spend about 3 days without going there because there is nothing, for cleaning themselves.
Right. No, I can, yes. I got 3 girls. I know the situation. Believe me, my girls are. Believe me, they can take care of themselves. I understand. They would never go to school if they couldn't. I understand. Yeah, it's horrible.
And also the school itself. Normally they cook for them breakfast or lunch, but because the children will go very many kilometers looking for water, by the time they come back, it's too late for the cooks, to prepare their lunch, to prepare their breakfast. So most of them will drop out of school because you can't be at school when you're hungry.
Oh, that's sad. So that leads me to this. Doctor, let's get back to you now. The Agano Foundation doing great things, with water, but they do a lot more with education, with women stuff. Explain to our listening audience who tune in nationwide, and we have listeners from near and far. Explain what other things, great things you guys are doing besides, I mean, the water in itself. Listening to the pastor, I'm really trying to think about that situation, and we're just so spoiled, and most people are just, they don't even think of the small things. And the way you speak, Pastor, I can only imagine what the kids and everybody else is going through. So, Doctor, what other things are you doing with the Agano Foundation?
We support students for school in Haiti, in Jamaica, in Uganda, and we come alongside schools also in Malawi too. The countries we're working in is Uganda, Kenya, Malawi, and Congo, Haiti, and Jamaica. So Eastern Africa and the Caribbean. So we support, and I will stress, we do not adopt kids. It's not an adoption agency, but we support children for school, because many kids, they can't go to school because they can't afford it. So they are on the streets. So we find out what school is close to them. Pastor John is in charge of that, and another Bishop Oyet. And we, in Uganda, we have about 58 students that we are helping, but we also come alongside the schools in Kenya giving supplies. We send down books in an area in Nairobi, in Kenya, and the schools never had a library. So our liaison there, he calls it a rolling library. So every week he takes it to one school every Friday, and then they read and use the books, and then next Friday another school, and that's how they have a library in the school. Or he has it at his home, and he teaches art to the neighboring kids that we support him with supplies, etc. And they borrow the books, learning to read, etc. So we do education, we do economic empowerment, which is really taking off. And with the economic empowerment, I'll have Pastor John speak a little into that, but we do poultry. We, in Uganda, many of these things started in Uganda because we went to Uganda first. But we spoke to the leaders and the community that came together and said, how can we empower you economically? Because we don't want to have to give you $10 every month. We need to get you that you can support yourself. And they came up with different things, jewelry making, selling wheat, just different things. And the most common things they spoke about was poultry raising. So we have been supporting, for instance, in Kenya, we just gave them money to get an incubator. That community, they are raising chicks, they're getting eggs that they're eating, that they're selling. They're selling the fowls.
That's great. That is great.
Them on their own. We have a farm. It's Agetab, again, a foundation with Tabernacle.
Agetab.
So the Agetab farm. And one thing, Pastor John was just speaking about the farm when he was reaping, etc. But he said something, and that really struck me. He said, now I don't have to beg anymore, because we're reaping from the farm. And I said, this is it. This is what Again a Foundation wants. That we get you started, you're on your own, you can hire other people, incorporate your village, you don't have to beg anymore. So it's about breaking that cycle of poverty. And when we do go, we do healthcare. We had a clinic in Haiti, which unfortunately, because of lack of funds, etc., and support, we had to close that down in June of, was it this year? Yeah. In June of this year, we had to close our clinic, which was a free clinic in Haiti. But we have sent our patients to other doctors and other clinics who will see them. And when we go to these places, Jamaica, Haiti, any place in Africa, we'll have a clinic set up. But it's not only about the clinic. You can always give Motrin, you can always give Tylenol, but it's about education. So we have a time where we will talk about healthcare, the different diseases that are prevented just from washing hands. just different things of self-care. So we are doing the medical mission, but it's a lot of teaching, boiling water if you don't have clean water, just different things that we teach them about. And then we have nutrition, especially during the pandemic when, Americans were lining up for food. You can't imagine Africa. So we sent monies down and they would get food and take it out to the villages. Because many of the people we work with, naturally, they're poor and they are day workers, not going down to an office or anything like that. So if you can't go to this place to clean, then you won't get money, then you can't eat, and your children are starving, and the whole thing goes on. So we did nutrition. So it's economic empowerment, healthcare, nutrition, education, and clean water project. That's the basic things that we do. But so many things stem out of those. Well, those are the cardinal points.
All right, we're talking to Dr. Jamel Patterson, Dr. John, Pastor John. I apologize. I want to get back to you, and now you've seen a lot of good things happening, but how far away are Uganda and the neighboring areas from? I know they say third world nations a lot, third world countries. How far away from you guys from being like not the United States or countries like ours, but I mean where everybody around there is getting water, getting education, everybody's getting taken care of. I mean, is it still years and years, light years away, or organizations like Ageno and I'm sure other organizations out there helping? Is it making it better, or are you still far away, or is people still, thirsty and not, going in dirty water and not getting education and walking? You say kilometers. I always think of miles, and it seems like 10 kilometers is probably a lot of miles to walk. So, how is really the state of affairs over there?
Being third world countries, we still have a lot of work to do. Because one is that there are few organizations that are like Ageno Foundation that have passion for helping people achieve this kind of course, meet the challenges on the ground. And it is quite a hard thing. So many years to come to the point of every 1 kilometer or 1 kilometer, maybe a borehole to be there. The place, first of all, is big. The population is so big, but the water capacity or the water sources are very, very few. So it is very hard for us to say in the next 5 years, it can go beyond 20 years for every village to experience, at least to have a water source. That is the challenge we have right now. In terms of education, you realize that just a small percentage of people are educated. I don't know how you have the grades there. We have primary and secondary and university. And as many of them just end at the primary level, they can't go to the second stage of education or even to university. So we have those who have gone out of school, who have dropped out of school. They are the majority. But in terms of water, it is still a very challenging moment in Africa. Recently we went to Kenya in Maasai Land, and you'll find that you'll cover almost like 100 kilometers and there is no single water source there. People only depend on the valley water. People depend on water that gathers after rain, has poured down. That is the challenge we still have. And very few organizations like Ageno Foundation have always come to our rescue. That is what is around here.
All right, so we got to step it up. So, Dr. Jamel,
yes.
Dr. Jamel Patterson, you were talking before about sending money a few times. I'm sure it comes down to resources, and the more resources you have, the more help that you can do. And obviously, I hear a nice voice back there. Is that your little baby, Pastor?
Oh, yes.
God bless. Baby girl? It sounds like a baby girl? Baby girl?
Baby boy.
Baby boy. All right. God bless. Is that your number one? How many kids you got?
I have two, a girl and a boy. And one of them is under Geno Foundation sponsorship program.
God bless. God bless. All right. So, Dr. Patterson, how can our listeners help the cause for the Geno Foundation and all the great things they're doing?
Donate. We need donors. And, you know, many times people recognize what we're doing because the board is 5 people. That's it. And they think it's a huge organization and we have different, as you have asked, and it's just us. And we talk to friends, we talk to families, to our churches, and we just beg for donors. And 100% of what is donated to any program goes towards that program. So you will see that many times we use our own personal money when things are needed. And maybe one day it won't have to be like that, but at the moment, that's what it is. So we need donors. That's really what we need. And
Could donors go to your website? Is there a website that you can go to to donate?
Yes, they can go to www.ageno, AGENO Foundation, one word, .org. And there they can donate to our organization. They'll see the programs and then they can see what it is that they want to donate to.
Awesome. Okay, so before we go, I want to talk about the event that you have coming up this Saturday that obviously is local to us, to my listening audience, and people can go to that event as well as go to Ageno Foundation. Now, did you say .org or .com? I just wanted to clarify that.
.org is the website.
Right, okay, so they can also go to the website, but if they're local, there is a second annual 5K for living water going down in our local area here. Tell us a little bit about that, and if it's not too late for people to join, is it?
Not at all, up to the day off. So
all right.
We're having a 5K, it's a certified course. It'll be professional timing for those hardcore runners that need to know their time. And it's going to be at Rockland Lake State Park this Saturday, September 17th. At 8:30, we will start distributing the bibs and the T-shirts for those who register. But you can come and register that same day. It's $35 if you come on that morning. And prior to that, it'll be $30 online. Again, that money is going for clean water. That's what we're running for. He mentioned Maasai land, and we work also on with the Maasai. I don't know if you've heard of the Maasai.
No.
You know, many times they do documentary on this group, but they actually are an isolated group away from the main country or town or village that they live. You probably the documentary. They are tall men with sticks, and they usually jump in. That's usually how they predict the Maasai. Okay. But we'd like to get. They don't have clean water, so again, this 5K run and walk, and we even add crawl for those who can't walk fast. It'll be Saturday morning, this Saturday, and 100% of what is gained will be sent to Africa, Kenya specifically, and if more is left over, we'll do Uganda for clean water.
I'm assuming you're going to be there.
Oh, yes.
All right, so I have a busy day in the afternoon with kids travel softball and travel soccer, but at 10 o'clock, I live right in Congress, which is 5 minutes from Rockland Lake. I'm going to be there. I'm going to come bring a donation for the Ageno Foundation, and I look forward to meeting you. Now, Pastor, what happened? You're sideways. No, you're back up. All right. Now, Pastor, you look like a runner. Are you a runner?
Oh, yes. Last time when we ran for 5K, I did 7K.
You did, and what? You did it in 4 minutes? Record-setting time, correct?
Yeah. 1 hour. It was 1 hour. It took me 1 hour to complete the circuit.
All right. So, listen, we're running out of time. I didn't even go to commercial break, so unfortunately I got to go. But I want to have you guys back on again and talk about more of the stuff you're doing. And again, keep this relationship, because I really believe that it's people like you, Dr. Patterson, and you, Pastor John, that show the better things in life, the good things in life. There's so many bad things going on in this world. It's a crazy world we're living in, but there's people out there that really need help. And water, I mean, everybody should be able to get up in the morning, brush their teeth, take a shower, come home dirty from work and take a nice shower and feel good about that. And it's just horrible. There's some of the stuff you told us, but any last things you want to say, Pastor John, before we let you go?
Yes, I would want to say thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, to come and share with you our vision, our purpose for life, and especially Ageno Foundation. I must say to the donors that what you are doing, that little coin, that little dollar that you give to Ageno Foundation is doing a tremendous work here in Africa. Those who have nothing to drink, no clean water, they're accessing it. The children who don't have money to take them to school, that money that you're giving towards Ageno Foundation is causing a tremendous impact here. And we want to thank God so much for the donors to Ageno Foundation, that every assistance you give to Ageno Foundation, it is indeed doing a great work here in Africa, in Uganda. That's why on Saturday, we are also running from this side, just to show cause for clean water and all other programs of Ageno Foundation. Thank you so much, and we bless you so much for giving us this opportunity, sharing with the people who are listening right now, that give to Ageno Foundation, and the Lord will bless you. I know the Lord will bless you indeed and enlarge your financial territory in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely. Listen, I wish you the best on the run. Last time I ran at Rockland Lake was the Turkey Trot in 2015, and I tore my IC band, my IT band, and I couldn't really walk for months. So I don't want to bring back bad memories, but I'm not going to run Saturday, but I'm definitely going to stop by and meet the doctor and make a donation. Pastor John, I thank you so much. God bless you and your family, your baby son, and we'll circle back around again. All the best to you till then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Can I just add something quickly?
Yes, I was gonna go to you, Dr. Jamel. Don't worry. I wasn't gonna just hang up on you and say goodbye. I was just saying.
So eloquent. There's nothing to be said.
He is. He's a well-spoken guy, no doubt about it. I mean, really, his smile, his energy. I mean, I feel it all the way from Uganda, coming over Zoom. No doubt.
You better come to Uganda very soon. You better.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say this. Listen, I help a lot of. I don't want to pat myself on the back. I do a lot of good things for people, but you've really struck a chord. So I'm wondering if I become like a donor, a constant donor, maybe I take a trip to Africa and you get to show me firsthand what's going on. So I'm going to put that on my to-do list, my bucket list, and I'm going to stay close with Dr. Jamel here. And hopefully one day this talk right here will not just be talk, it'll become reality. Is there good food? Is there good food in Uganda?
Yes.
Very nice. Original, organic. I
mean, you're not talking about wild. I don't want to eat wild animals, right? I mean, come on. You got pizza?
All those things. You'll find them here. Just come and you'll see.
All right, Pastor. All right. So, Dr. Jamel Patterson, I want to thank you for reaching out. And, I really sometimes get a great feeling, during an interview. And prior to this, like I said, when I went on the website, the bio I was reading, it really made me feel good, and this interview made me feel that much better. So you can expect that when I say something, I do it. I will most certainly see you Saturday to help the cause, and I hope someone gets a nice fresh cup of water and a good bath from my donation. Yeah. But what would you like to say before we let you go, Doctor?
I just wanted to say that this 5K, John, maybe you can stand up and show your shirt. It says Uganda because they have a team that's running in Uganda. So this is not from last year, what he just did for Saturday. We have a group in India who they're helped privately because our organization doesn't do that. And they have a team running in India. We have a group in Spain that will be running. I have a friend in Israel, and she's on the North Sea, but she said she'll walk around the ship at that time, September 17th for us. And my friend in Palestine, he's going to get a group together and they can do it. So we have people from all over the world. The group that fell through was Australia, because I really wanted someone from each continent, a group from each continent. Well, we didn't have Antarctica either, but who knows? Maybe next year. But we have people from all over the continents, so far 5 continents, that will be running with us September 17th, this Saturday. So thank you for giving us this opportunity. Really.
No, it was my pleasure. It was my pleasure to talk to both of you. I look forward again. Doctor, I will see you Saturday. And Pastor, until we circle back around again, God bless and all the love to you too, all right?
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Absolutely. All right. Let me get out of here because Zoom's about to drop us. That was Pastor John and Dr. Jamel Patterson. Now, what do I do here? Well, let me see. Let me stop the virtual camera. Why the hell am I not? All right, let me try to figure this out. Stop virtual camera. Let me go back to that. Let me end the study. I did. All right, I should be good to go. We're back. All right, all I'm missing is my crown. The Agano Foundation 5K run coming up Saturday, 10 o'clock, 8:30 registration, Rockland Lake. Be there, be square. Go to aganofoundation.org. Make a donation if you're feeling the love. Hey, listen, you know what? I like when people help people. That's really. It doesn't matter in what, and you're helping somebody, you're doing good. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Whether you believe it's God's work, whatever you're doing for you, that's great. Help people small, help people large, whatever you can do. You give a quarter in a bucket, that's great. You know, whatever it is. And I like talking about this stuff. All right, listen, we're going to go. Kev's going to play commercials. I'm out of here. You got to play commercials, whatever. We got to get caught up on traffic. I don't know. We went past it, but I want to thank the doctor and the pastor. All the love and adios, Clemigos. Woo!